Hello, everybody. Oh, this is Adrian here, and you know, it's been a while since I did this, but I just feel like I'm sitting down on a very crappy chair and talking to you guys like you're on a couch about just my life updates. 'Cause it's been a while since I did that, and about the future of my channel, which is a question mark there at the end of that, but. We'll get into that later. In terms of life, guys, my life update, things are going good. They're going pretty good. I mean, I'm saying stop that. I'm enjoying myself. I will say it's busy as hell, though. I mean, people think undergrad is bad. Pharmacy school, way worse. It's like the busiest you could be an undergraduate, and then imagine having that on steroids, and that's like pharmacy school, because it's like, so it's a lot of work. Oh my god. Unbelievably a lot of work. I mean, God, and I'm actually on spring break right now, which is why you're probably seeing a little more content. But, and even spring break, before that, I had like 4 exams in 2 weeks. It's like, come on. So, it's busy as hell. I mean, I'm like constantly studying. I mean, and there are days where there are days where sometimes I would get home. There are some stretches where I was getting home like around 7 o'clock at night, or in the evening, if you will. And keep in mind, folks, that I go to school and I get there around 8:30. Well, actually, I get there around 8, but classes start at 8:30 in the morning, like on pretty much every day, at least 4 of the 5 days, and I'm going there and getting home like at 7. You see what I'm saying? And then not only that, but I work 12 hours shifts on weekends, like every Saturday and Sunday, so it's 12 hours on Saturday, 12 hours on Sunday, so I don't have a whole lot of free time. I mean, I sneak going to the gym, like at least 3 days out of the week, which is good, and I'm sneaking also having a social life too, folks. I mean, it's weird because I feel like, when I was an undergrad, I didn't have that undergraduate college experience that other people had. I didn't. I mean, I was as you can tell from last year too, for folks who follow me, I was a very different man, like a very different person, just a lot of issues, and I kind of missed out on that. And now it's just like I feel like I'm getting that same undergraduate college experience. I'm getting that college experience when I'm a pharmacy student now. It's weird. I feel like I'm finally getting that college experience that I missed out on. It's great. It really is. And like I said, I'm just really busy with studying. Oh, look, insulin growth factor, and what is this? Oh, insulin and glucagon, and I'm busy all studying that because, I'm going to have an exam as soon as I get back from spring break, which is like, so it's just been very busy, guys. Not only that, too, but I'm also trying to get involved in school, too. Like, I know I'm running for, like, an executive board position as well, so I'm also running for a position there. I'm trying to get involved and hanging out with friends. I'm busy studying and working. I don't have a lot of free time, and so my life is it's very busy, but it's quite fun, I will say. It is. And because of that, I really have not been able to do a whole lot of YouTube stuff. I mean, the stuff you see me do on YouTube have they pretty much were recorded back in not in October, but December, with the exception of like the new comic book day videos and one video I could think of. That's it. Everything else was recorded back in December, folks, because I just do not have the time, and consequently, I have not been able to watch anyone's videos a whole lot because life, and I kind of want to pass pharmacy school, so I haven't been watching a lot of it, and I'm not going to apologize for that, folks, because life happens, guys. You got to get priorities in order, and like I said, I kind of need to pass this. This is what I will be doing for the rest of my life. So, yeah. So that's kind of the life update, folks. It's been busy, but things have been fun. Things have been good. I finally have that connection with other people. I have friends, even though I don't fit in quite right. At least accept me, and things are just great. Busy as hell. Cannot wait for summer. But yeah, and now moving on to the channel update, or like the future of my channel. And when I say that, I want to put a gigantic question mark around that because honestly, I don't know if this channel does have a future, folks. I mean, I've been doing some, like, the spring break, I've been relaxing, doing chores, doing some sort of, a little bit of studying. Not a whole lot, but a little bit of studying. And I also been thinking, oh, I've been hanging out with friends and stuff, but I've also been thinking, too, and I'm just like, I don't know if this channel has a future, to be perfectly honest, folks. Because, like, I barely have enough time to manage the channel as it is with this. With the school, you didn't see that. But, and it's only gonna get worse as you progress. Like, it's gonna get super busy and hard next year, and even super busier and harder, the third year. And then the fourth year, you're literally gonna be just going on different sites on rotations all year long. And you're not gonna get a summer break, really. We'll get a winter break and not a summer break, and so and that's not going to be hard. It's just more at least less going to be really busy, and so I'm just like, oh my god, it's just, and I don't know, and it's not just that too, folks. It's a lot of other. There's a few, like, at least there's three main reasons too. I mean, the first one is busy. I mean, that's one of the big reasons. When you don't have the time to do things, to do this stuff, to do the YouTube thing, it's like, I gotta check my phone. Oh yeah, and so anyway, folks, that was my little brother. But anyway, folks, it's like it's like that's the first reason. I just don't have a whole lot of time, folks. I really don't. And I'm gonna try to get some sort of internship, and if I can't, then I'm gonna try volunteering at a place where they'll train me how to be a pharmacy technician. But I'll at least have some sort of experience, and I can do that maybe a few days or a day or two out of the week, and then keep my weekend job. So that's going to be the plan for the summer at least. And like I said, I'm just like busy, and I'm busy with school and busy, and so I just don't have plenty of time. And like I said, it's just going to get worse. And then it's not just that too, folks, but I don't know. I mean, I've just been feeling this, and this is the second big reason, and it's just been feeling really meh with the whole YouTube thing. I've just been feeling really like meh. I just don't have that same feeling that I used to get anymore. Like, I just don't feel like I'm creatively stimulated like I used to feel anymore, and I just don't get that same level of enjoyment or fun anymore either. Like before, I used to get really excited when, oh, I'm gonna make a video, and I can't wait to upload this or to make this public, and now I'm just like, whatever. It's just become like, whatever. Yeah, that's just my reaction to it now. And before anyone gets any idea that I'm not depressed, like I said, you can see me smiling, but things are good. I mean, so don't be concerned about that. But it's just, I just feel really mad. I just feel like, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but it's just like I don't have that same level of enjoyment. And that's the thing. If you're gonna do a hobby, there's two reasons you do a hobby. One, because it's either good for you, or two, because you enjoy it. And if I'm not really having that enjoyment factor anymore, it's like, I'm kind of go like, why am I doing this exactly? It's just, you know what I mean? I don't know what it is. I just, and not only that too, but even during the spring break, I'm like trying to get back into the stuff, and and it's just like when I was like filming like a video or two, I'm just kind of thinking in the back of my head, I have this thought in the back of my head that's just saying, you should be doing something better than this. You could be doing something better than this, or along the lines of that. And it's just like that voice. That never ever used to happen, like ever. That never used to keep creeping to my head, and now it's like, so you know what I mean? And so that's the second reason, that's a big one. And then the other reason is that, that level of communication. It's just, the level of communication with other people, that's one of the best parts about doing it. Having that line of communication, that dialogue, that back and forth, those conversations about comic book, about just life in general, mental illness, whatever. That's one of the best parts about doing it, is making those connections and making that dialogue and having that line of communication. And to be honest, it's just not there, It really isn't there anymore. And like I said, the big reason is because I'm not around to have those that have that line of communication. I'm not around to, have that dialogue or have a conversation with other people because I'm so freaking busy. And it's like the line of communication consequently really isn't there a whole lot. And like I said, the biggest part of that is because of that. And I'm pretty sure there are probably comments that I forgot to respond to, I haven't gotten around to, and normally I would respond to every comment, but I feel like, I'm just like, oh wait, somebody commented on it, I don't know what happened, yeah, you know what I mean? It's just, that line of communication just isn't there. You know what I'm saying, folks? And that kind of sucks, to be perfectly honest, because you could kind of maybe not do YouTube if you had the line of communication, but if you don't have that line of communication, it's like, it really also kind of drains some of the fun and the enjoyment out of it, but it also it almost defeats the purpose, and like I said, and that's like the second biggest reason, that the line of communication just is not there anymore. Like, I don't have those conversations with people that I used to. I don't have that same communication with you guys as I used to, and it's just, it's like, it's kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer, and it's not just that too, but, well, it actually is just that, but you can maybe get away with it's like one of those two things. Like if you don't have the line of communication with it, then at least if you're having just fun making a video and being really creatively stimulating and just getting your creative ideas out there, it's like, yeah, it's worth it. Or if you're not feeling, but you have it's still worth it. And when you're missing both of those things, it's like, from personally, in my opinion, it's like, why am I doing this? It's like, I'm busy as hell, and I'm taking time, and I have, like, literally, I'm taking time out of the precious, like, very precious free time that I have, and I mean that's really small, minute free time that I have to, like, make videos that make videos that I'm not getting anything out of, that I'm not having a whole lot of enjoyment or getting that level of enjoyment out of anymore, that I'm not feeling pretty stimulated, and I'm making videos where I really can't communicate with other people anymore, where that level of communication isn't there, and it's just like, when those two things are gone, it's like, what am I, and then you gotta ask yourself, why are you doing this? Like, I'm asking myself, like, okay, why am I doing this? I just don't see the point in it, And those are like the big three reasons. And like, even if I have time, those two reasons right there, it's like, so say what you will. And then there are some auxiliary reasons, like, I knew there was some sort of drama going on, but I kind of got the gist of it, but not the full amount, you know what I mean? And it was just like, and there's always some sort of drama, but that was a little extreme, and I was just like, it's like, YouTube is supposed to be fun. If I wanted, drama, I would stop taking my medication, or, skip a few hours, a few days to get very little sleep, and trust me, things will get interesting for me, and get very dramatic, to be honest, and, and still it's act a little bit of it, and then, so it's like, a little bit, that's like a minor auxiliary. There's always some sort of drama, but that was like, where, it looked like it was very serious, and I was just like, red flags, warning, that sort of stuff. And then, like, another auxiliary reason is just that, I don't know, since I've been on, I'm on spring break, and I've been kind of looking around, it's just, God, it's just, I feel like things have definitely changed, you know what I mean? And not bad or good, but it's just like, I feel things are a little different, you know what I mean? And I can't quite put my finger on it. But that's like a very minor reason. And then there's another auxiliary reason is that I kind of noticed that there seems to be a lot of, like, splinters, like a branching here, there. You got, like, this group here, that group there, you got a lot of, I guess, groups of people, or cliques, if you will. Hate using that word, and it's just like, when I see that, I'm just like, that kind of, it's like, that kind of, makes me do that one of those again, where I'm just like, oh, geez, and being someone who doesn't quite fit in really anywhere, I'm not really a part of any of those little groups, and that kind of brings back those feelings of loneliness, and just, bleh, and that's just another like kind of like in normal life. That kind of same thing as well, but those are very minor auxiliary reasons. Like, yeah, you're gonna get that when you have big online communities, you're gonna get like splinters and like cliques and stuff like that, and you're gonna get some drama, and you're gonna get all that other stuff. Yeah, that's like yeah, whatever. But the main reason is just, but the like going back to like the two main reasons, it's like I'm so busy and it's like if I'm not having that same level of enjoyment, if I'm not having that creative stimulation that I used to get, and if that line of communication isn't there, it's just like, it's just personally, I'm like, why am I doing this? What's the point? It kind of defeats the purpose. If you're not getting that enjoyment or you're not having that line of communication, it's like there's not a gigantic point in taking time out of your busy schedule. So, yeah, I guess those are the reasons. Like those, like the two major reasons. Like lack of communication with other people, just not really having that same enjoyment, and being busy. It's just, it's like I really am starting to ask myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, folks? And even going on Twitter, I'm just like, I'm kind of leaning towards the same thing. Like, what's the point of having that? But anyway, I guess all I can say is we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if the channel has a future, if it doesn't. And to be perfectly honest, folks, I'm kind of leaning towards the other. I'm kind of leaning towards the latter. Latter is what you previously said, but I'm kind of leaning towards just not really doing much on here. To be perfectly honest, I'm kind of leaning towards maybe 3 years has been, well, over a little over 3 years has been a good run, and I'm kind of leaning towards, maybe make a video once in a great while, check in here and there, like that, and maybe not doing so. I'm kind of leaning towards, not having a future, to be perfectly honest, folks. I'm kind of leaning towards that. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see, like, what happens. Maybe over the summer or something, I might not get these feelings, but we'll see. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to get that out there. You just kind of wanted to talk. So thanks for bearing with me with that.